SMV does not mean self-motivating video. SMV for a woman does not mean shave my vag. No. SMV for a man does not mean Supermax Viagra. No. But what does SMV mean? SMV meaning sexual market value. The sexual market value SMV is the personal value that everyone has in the sexual marketplace. High SMV individuals can get high quality partners and/or can more easily get a high number of partners. So SMV basically is your attraction to the opposite sex and your ranking in the market of the opposite sex. How you're seen, in other words, and how you're valued by your looks. But not just by your looks, your value in terms of other things as well, especially if you're a man. Whereas for a woman, it's mostly about your looks. But before I continue, this of course is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. And I hope both of you, men and women, will enjoy this one. But let's begin with my favorite person of the moment. Well, one of them, aside from Cardi B and Megan the Horse, Tomi Lahren. And in talking of SMV and Tomi Lahren, let me show you this picture first. No, it's not another Klingon woman. Shout out to Nicole Ari Parker. No, it's not another Klingon forehead woman. No, it's Tomi Lahren. Yeah. Now the reason I'm showing this is because the original video I made about Tomi Lahren, many of you in the comment section said, Fish, look at her original pictures before the surgery. And I thought, yeah, I'll take a look. But you see, I did not know. I did not know. I did not know. Good God. My God. Okay, so let's look at modern Tomi Lahren here. Okay, admittedly, she's an attractive woman. Even though I think she's a knob, and I said so very much in my previous video, she talks a lot but her vag isn't saying anything. Yeah, she's still an attractive woman. I wouldn't do her though because she's so annoying, but she's an attractive woman. But you see, I did not know how fake everything was. It wasn't just the makeup. It wasn't just the makeup. I did not know. I did not know. It was her original picture. Now, some would look at this picture here of this. You know, I'm not even going to insult her, but you're looking at this picture here of this woman. She kind of looks like a dude, but seriously, this woman. And you think, good God, this woman could not be the woman that was arguing the other day that men aren't paying her attention.
This is a PSA for all the men out there and all the boys who think they're men, but they're actually boys. This is gonna be the summer of canceling boys. It is not just the guys in Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. Quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country. I've made notes. This is how invested I am.
When the reality is, this is how she looks. Now the point is, with the SMV, Tomi Lahren has raised her SMV a good 2-3 points, easily, by surgery. Now something I did not know at the time when I made that video was, part of the reason she's pissed and agitated, aside from being sexually frustrated, is because she's afraid of being this girl again. She's afraid of being that woman again. That Tomi Lahren again. Why? Because she has been that woman. She knows what it's like to get less attention looking like this than when she looks like this. She knows. And you see, what's happening is Tomi Lahren's getting on. Yes, of course, she's still a young woman, but she's getting on. So in other words, she knows what it's like to be this less attractive woman. But as she's getting older, in a sense, she's falling back into that category. Now, am I saying an older woman is as attractive as a young, unattractive woman? They're on the same level of their SMV because, you know, one's an old woman who's lost her looks and one's a young woman who has no looks. Do you see my point? In other words, Tomi Lahren is going into a phase of her life where it's impossible for her to get the value she once had because she's getting older. Doesn't matter how much surgery she has. She's still going to be an older, some would say used up, Tomi Lahren. So what's happening with Tomi Lahren is her SMV is falling, and she knows it. Now, not just Tomi Lahren. Let's leave Tomi Lahren alone now. She was just for the start of the video. But let's talk about women in general and their SMV. As I said earlier, judging someone by their SMV, you judge them by a few things. In women's cases, for the most part, it's how they look. For men, it's how they look, how much money they have, their swagger and/or confidence, their notoriety. A number of other things could increase or adjust a man's SMV. Whereas for women, to be honest, women, most men don't care about your career or your job. Most men don't care. The times when men care is if they want a family with you and they want a woman that's this skilled in a career or something, she could teach the kids something, blah, blah, blah. Or they want a woman that has a good financial background, she could bring something to the relationship and the marriage, whatever, blah, 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 in that instance, whatever. But for the most part, it's how you look more than how much you make. Like, who cares how rich any woman is if there are better looking women than you that are easier to get to? Yeah. It's harder to sell men on money unless they're broke dudes who don't have any ambition than women. It's very easy to sell women on money. It's very easy. It's not even difficult. I'm not saying anything new. It's not rocket science. It's easy. Men, in a sense, we're stupid in the fact it's a sexual thing. For the most part, it's a sexual thing. We're fools for a good-looking woman with a nice body. Yeah, for the most part as men. So the SMV does matter on both ends of the spectrum. A common saying we have is that men are the prize. But also in saying that, a man who is on his game, on his focus, on his hustle with his job, his career, his business, his entrepreneurship, whatever. And alongside the financial, it's the physical as well. A man is on his game physically as well. He's at least trying physically to work out, eat good, and to be in shape. Not just for women. No. Don't waste your time doing that crap for women. That's for you. Always for you. You see, a man on that game who has worked hard on his life, who understands he needs to work hard on his life, and is doing so or has done so, and he can present himself as so, this is a high value man. High value men that understand their value, these men will not bend. Yes, obviously many will for a pretty face, but many high valued men that are on their mission, on their square, these men are not easily swayed. These men have built up too much structure to be swayed so easily, even by a pretty face. The thing is, as a high value man, some of them can move women around the way they want to, because they understand their value, as do women. So something women should understand: if you look like crap, if you don't care about your health, what you're eating, how you look, do not expect a high value man to care about how you look. In modern times, we have the women look good no matter what they look situation. That means a woman can be overweight and still told she's beautiful by a bunch of simps. Whereas real high value men, let me ask you this question: how many high value men, real high value men, do you see walking around with out of shape women? And if they do so, they weren't that when they met them. And they may not like it now. My point is, high value men have options. Good looking women have options. That's their value. Their value is not in their career. No one gives a damn about your career and how much money you've got. That's to impress other women for the most part. Or get fake surgery to make yourself look better than you actually are. But no matter what society says and wants to push, a woman's value is in her looks for the most part. Men just hope she's not crazy, she's not in debt, they just hope she's not so many things. But a good-looking broke woman is more valuable than an overweight, well-paid one. An unattractive, overweight, well-paid one. Who cares? The good thing about being a high-value man is when you're a high-value man, you see that women are abundant. You therefore realize there's no need to cater to any one of these damned women. Because the good thing about a man's SMV is it lasts much longer. Far longer. Far, far longer. In other words, focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.